What's good, everyone? It's your boy Sahlos back again, and today we are going to be doing our second update video. I know you guys finally have caught the memo, and it's not, I won't say all of you, but I'll say a good number of you guys. I'd say there's about, on average, about 100 of you guys who are active on here, give or take. So I'll say about 25% of you guys actually sat down and watched that last update video, because I do keep track of views and whatnot and how the channel is doing. So I feel like 25% is a good enough number. We can work on getting that number up a little bit. But yeah, I have an idea. I keep track of you guys. I keep track of what you guys like. But I feel I'm really pushing myself to do these update videos, because I want the information to be out there. Because I know you guys are going to ask the questions. And every time y'all ask a question, I always said, go look at that first update video. You all asked me questions like, oh, when's that Bolo video coming out? Go to the last update video. Oh, are you gonna play 04 again? Go look at that last update video. Oh, did you see the new Nintendo Direct? Go look at that last update video. I literally redirected you guys. Every single question that you all asked was addressed in that last update video. So I'm going to keep pressing myself to do this, because I know you guys are going to ask the questions. I know I need to do a better job of communicating. So I'm going to try my darndest. If you guys forgot or anything, every time we finish a project meaning every time we finish a game, a playthrough on the channel, I'm going to sit down, we're going to re-adjourn, we're going to all readdress all questions, concerns, or comments about anything going on with the page, and I'm going to try my best to address every single one of them going forward. So we just finished BDSP. I didn't get through everything I wanted to do, because there are some more BDSP things that I feel like no one really talks about with the remakes, and I really wanted to get to them. I really did, but we're on a time limit now, like an even stricter time limit. The first time I said we're on time limit because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet got dropped, and that's going to be in November. So I was trying to get my backlog done before November. However, one thing I did not mention in that last update video was Xenoblade Chronicles 3. If you guys know me, I'm a huge Xenoblade stan. I think that really came out, and you guys really saw how much I actually enjoy Xenoblade during Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think that's when you guys really started to understand how much I love Xenoblade as a series. I know that people might associate me as a Xenoblade 2 stan, but that's only because I didn't have a chance to play one. And I've literally bought Xenoblade 1 every single time it's been remade. I bought it I didn't buy it, but me and my friend, we played Xenoblade 1. He had the Wii at the time. I didn't have the game. But I would go over his house. We would play it on the weekends. We would tag team together and try to, two people playing a single player game. It was about an interesting experience, as you can imagine. But that's how we did it. We took turns playing, and that's how I experienced it the first time. The second time, when it came out on the 3DS, I believe that they added a new area. I think it's called the Bionis, like the other shoulder mech or something. I think it was new area or something, but I bought it again on the new 3DS, so that was my second time playing it. Now I'm playing it again on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for Future Connected. I've literally played this game every single time they have re-released it. If I didn't like the game, I would not have rebought it 3 times. But all that's to say is that I really do love Xenoblade 3, and I just literally forgot to say that last time, but that is a game that we're going to play. And initially, I was going to address it. I don't think I forgot. I think what I was going to do was I was going to address it later on when we got through more of our backlog, and I was going to kind of address and kind of see if it was worth going into. However, now we got to make a decision right now, because at first it was coming out at the end of, it was either August, September. For some reason, I get those two months mixed up. But it got moved from there to the end of July. And as we said in the last update video, I'm also going to try to do Monster Hunter Rise in terms for Sunbreak. And Sunbreak comes out at the end of June. So that means that we really had to be really smart and really strategic with our time, because realistically, I have May and June to get through all of this. So there's a lot that has happened since that last update video. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to jump right into it because I've already wasted enough of you guys' time. But we're going to start with this new plan, okay? Like I said, so what changed since the last one? The biggest one is that I don't think that we're going to be able to play all the games that we wanted to. So what I mean by that is I'm only going to be playing games that I've started. So I am so sorry to Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I know that was our goal, to start that game and finish it before Scarlet and Violet, and if I was probably being over ambitious, but also before Xenoblade Chronicles 3, no, it's not going to happen. That's going to be postponed again to a later date. I am so sorry, TMS fans. I know you guys are waiting for this. You guys have been waiting for me to play this game, but you gotta bear with me a little bit longer because in that Nintendo Direct, they dropped so many games that I've been looking forward to. I just don't have the time to play them all, unfortunately. So please, TMS, I know it's been like 2 years, but please bear with me just a little bit longer. Por favor, muchas gracias. So, rip to that game. Also, rip Sonic Colors, because you guys remember back when I had COVID and I had to take that break from social media and everything, I did mention that I started playing Sonic Colors, but I really didn't get that far into it. I only beat like the first world, if that. I think I got like to the end of the first world, so it's not a huge loss if we just can that until further notice. So rip that game. And as much as I want to, I was really looking forward to this one, Mega Man ZX. I already went to know the whole story on why I was looking forward to this game. I really want to play this game. I really do. But time does not allow me to. So hopefully, maybe, depending on how things shape out, I'll explain a little bit more as the video goes on. But we're gonna finish 04, but that's the bad ending right there. Having to play 04 and no reward for it, because that was my motivation. That I was like, Sahlos, the sooner you get through 04, the sooner you can play ZX. And now it's just like, I just gotta finish 04. I don't get to even play ZX. But like I said, we only have 2 months. I have to be very strategic with our time. If time allows us to, which I highly doubt it will, but if it does allow us to, we will start ZX. That will be if we do start any brand new games, ZX is number 1 on the priority bracket. So that's the first update, changed to the last one. The second one that you guys actually wanted me to talk about, and you guys have been waiting for me to make a video on it, but I was like, just wait till the update video, I'll talk about it then, is the closure of Dragalia Lost, the end of service notice. And I know that this hurt a lot of my friends. It was a really sad time. A lot of people just didn't know. I mean, we always meme about Fire Emblem Heroes shutting down, and I know a lot of people say that they will be generally happier. Like, that's mainly the whales who spend a lot of money and they just can't. I don't want to speak to the whales, but I really just kind of wonder if we got an end of service notice for Fire Emblem Heroes tomorrow, will we actually be okay with it? Because, like, Dragalia, that's a game that I played maybe like once or twice a month, and that end of service notice hit me pretty hard. And it was because, I mean, it's been a small part of my life, albeit all things considered, but for the last 3-4 years, I've been logging into Dragalia and reading the story, looking forward to seeing Yuna and his adventures. Kind of the same thing with Fire Emblem Heroes. We all say that if Heroes were to shut down tomorrow, we'd be celebrating and throwing up bonfires, but will we actually be celebrating? It's just something interesting to think about, because now that I've actually gone through it, I'm really just thinking about because Fire Emblem Heroes will end eventually one day. It will end eventually. Probably no time soon, but that day will come. So I'm just wondering, when that day comes, what's that going to be like? But enough about Heroes and theory crafting. Heroes has its own section in this. But so this is what we're going to do for Dragalia shutting down. I know I've mentioned to you guys in passing about covering the Bahamut event. I actually did. I recorded every little bit of the Bahamut event. It is all recorded, it is all archived, and it's a behemoth of a video. It is 4 hours long. So I did record it. I kept on my word. I recorded the entirety of it. I read the entire stories. I did all the challenges. I did the boss fights, the Omega raids, the epilogues. I did it all, you guys. I even unlocked the new adventurer. I went over a kit a little bit for my Dragalia players. I did it, but it's a 4-hour. I can't. Like I said, I'm trying to edit that video down to 30 minutes. So between you and me, between you and me, I've never actually edited a video that big before. So this is like just take me a minute. So I am working on the Bahamut event. So that video will come out when that video comes out, and I'm gonna be completely honest, it might come out after the final chapter drops in Dragalia, because we did get the first part of the final chapter. And the next part, I think, is coming out in June. It's going to be the actual finale. I think that's what it said. So just bear with me with the Dragalia stuff. But another thing that I did say is that it's been like about a month now. I need to get hot back on it. But my goal is I want to archive as much of this game as possible. And this game has something called adventurer stories. If you guys don't know what adventurer stories are, essentially they're a way for you to care about the characters, because essentially every character in Dragalia, with a couple of exceptions, because we do have a lot of Fate's Grand characters. I think that's what it's called. Grand Blue. So we have a lot of those characters, because side games like to interconnect all of their IPs together. So there are, but even then, not everyone plays Grand Blue and all their other Epic 7. I don't think Epic 7. No, that's not a side games property. Anyway, by Princess Connect and all that, not everyone plays those games. So what they do in Dragalia to help you learn about them are adventurer stories. It's always a five chapter little short story about the character. You get to learn more about their ideals, what their core values are, how they treat others, what their insecurities are, how they fight, what their morals are. You can learn all that stuff about them. You just pretty much get like a rundown of the character, so you can kind of learn what they're all about. So Dragalia, they have one for every single hero in the game, and I don't even want to know how many. I think there are like at least 300 of them. So what I wanted to do is I want to archive as many of them as possible, and I'm really behind at this point. But I wanted to do, all I had to do is just sit down and just read them. And I was gonna do like 1 or 2 a week. And I had done the math, so I just need to do the math again. But if I had stuck to my word and done 1 and 2 a week, I would have been able to complete all of the adventurer stories before the end of service actually happened. We don't know when the actual end of service is, but I would have been done before the final chapter drops. And now I'm not sure if that's actually gonna be the case, but I need to go back and do that. But that's my goal for Dragalia, is that I'm going to do that true Bahamut fight, and I'm going to post a whole bunch of adventurer stories. So if you guys see a lot of Dragalia content coming, that's why. And there is one last thing we're going to do for Dragalia. We are going to, I was able to, if you guys watched my summoning video, I forgot who I was summoning for, but it was right after the end of service happened. And I reached out to 2 of my friends, that Jack guy and Fawn Boy, because they used to, that Jack guy, he doesn't play Dragalia anymore. He kind of fell off pretty much just because he just thought it wasn't healthy for him, because gacha games can be a very destructive habit if you don't monitor it. So he thought that the best decision was just to stop. And Fawn Boy, he still plays pretty much every day. So I know that one hit him pretty hard. So what we're gonna do is after the last chapter drops, we're all gonna get together and we're all gonna make one final goodbye video, just talking about our experiences with the game, what made it special to us, why we love the game, why we're gonna miss it. And one thing that I thought was really cool is that they're actually, the Dragalia community is coming together, and they're trying to make like this graphic novel of the entire Dragalia story from start to finish. And I believe that once the entire story has been compiled and they've actually got everything together, they're going to sell it, and all the money is going to go to charity. I think that's what the goal is. I haven't really followed up on it. That was back when the end of service notice just happened, but that was going to be our final goodbyes to the game. I'm not sure if that's still under works. I'll probably get back with you guys and update you guys, and probably one of the mini Dragalia videos coming out lately. But if you guys are wondering, that is what's going on with Dragalia for me. So for me, what you can absolutely expect is adventurous stories, the Bahamut event, my farewell video with my friends, and I'm not promising anything, but there might be one more Dragalia project. There might be one more on the way, and that's all I'm gonna say. Moving on, other videos that I have in the works. A lot of videos in the lab, the Why Volo Works video. I'm not gonna lie, I have not worked on the video since the last update video, which I feel really ashamed about, because every time I sit down and just start writing the script on it, I'm just always just so into it. I love researching it, looking back in Pokemon history, and looking at all of these roadblocks and challenges that Pokemon players have had over the years. I just find that so exhilarating and so fun to just relive all those memories in my head and looking at other people's memories on what they struggled with as kids and what their roadblocks on Pokemon was and my own personal roadblocks in Pokemon are. And just seeing how Pokemon's taken all of that and just masterfully done it in this epic cutscene, this epic clash of Volo differences and ideals. And, but like I said, there's just been a lot going on lately. So I haven't worked on the Volo video since that last update video. And I just want to be completely honest with you guys, it still is in the works. I still do plan to publish it and edit it, but the way things are shaking out right now, I'm not sure when that video is coming out. I was shooting for this month to release it, but it still is in the works. I am still going to try my darndest to get it out there. But yeah, it's in the works, but just bear with me on that one. I'm like I said, I was being transparent with you guys. I'm being completely honest. I'm not gonna sit here in front to you guys saying, "Oh yeah, it's coming. Don't worry about it. I'm working on it. It's gonna." I'm just being completely real with you guys. There's a lot going on right now. I'm really attacking this backlog very aggressively, and me working on that Volo video is gonna take a lot of my time, because after work every day, I have about 6 hours to a free time, because when I get off work, I'm also grinding to get a new job, a new position, so I'm trying to get my current role. And after all that's said and done, I have about 6 or 4 hours or so a day to do YouTube or be on my YouTube grind. So that also divides to like talking to friends, catching up with them, having a social life. So I have 4 hours to do YouTube, play video games, be a friend, be a son, go out with the family. All that is rolled into 4 hours a day. So it may or may not happen, but I'm just being completely real with you guys that some days I want to talk to my friends. I want to see how they're doing. Some days I don't feel like recording YouTube. Sometimes I don't feel like editing. Sometimes I just want to sit in my bed and just play video games, not worry about a video attached to it. So I'm just being real with you guys. That's just how it is. So the Volo video is in works, but I'm not going to put any hard deadlines on that one, okay? Next is that this one I was actually working on this, and I'm taking a break from it because these videos are always very fun for me to make. The theme battles, I know I was kind of making a name for myself as the theme battle guy on the Fire Emblem Heroes YouTube space. But those videos are always very fun for me to make. It's always like the one thing my biggest gripe about Heroes is that they have all these heroes, all of these characters with pre-established lores who have done some spectacular things in their own timelines, who have overcome great obstacles, great hardships, and learned and grown, especially legendary heroes. Legendary heroes are proven to be the peak of that character. Like legendary Marth, he is the Marth that has taken down the Shadow Dragon, become the Hero King, and is rebuilding Arcaneum, bringing it to his former glory. Ryoma, he's the Crown Prince of Nor. He is the King of Hoshido. He's won the war against Nor. He's taken up the helm. He's taken over the role of his late mother, and now he's reaching his hand out to Nor, helping them become a better tomorrow. These are heroes at their peak form, and they just don't do anything with it. So I like doing these theme battles because I like to see how these heroes, I think my favorite one, that if I were to say my favorite hero battle, it probably would be my Claude versus the baddies of FE7, which are Eliwood, Hector, and Lynn. Because in a way, I've always felt like the FE7 crew was a very nice foil to the Three Houses Lords. So I really enjoyed writing that on seeing how Claude reacts to their chemistry and bond, seeing how they just get along so well, and thinking about Dimitri, Claude, and Edelgard. They even in the story itself, they even mentioned that, oh, the future 3 rulers of the land are all going to this academy. Wouldn't it be great if they use this opportunity to forge friendships and to bring Poland to a better tomorrow? They actually present that idea, but they just do absolutely nothing with it. So that was probably my favorite one to write, just seeing Claude come to that realization and seeing what they could have been if things didn't go south. But as for theme battles, I really do want to do a Medius versus Marth battle, and the music that I'm using are Naga because of her history. I chose Naga because of her history with Medius, Marth because it's Marth, Minerva because Minerva is probably my favorite Shadow Dragon character, not gonna lie. And who is that 4th unit? Wait, Marth, Naga, Minerva. Yeah, who, what? Oh, Tiki. Yeah, Tiki was the far save unit, legendary Tiki. So, and Tiki because it's Tiki. But yeah, that. I am gonna work on that video too. So you can expect that one to come out relatively soon, within the coming week. I'm trying to get it out. I always try to get these hero battles out before the grand hero battle ends. I mean, I guess in this case, the mythic hero battle, because some people do like to use that as clears, but a lot of people are searching Medius and Shadow Dragon on YouTube right now. And the way the YouTube game works is that you have to strike while the iron's hot. If I release this Medius video in July when like no one cares about Medius, then when he gets reran, everyone's just gonna look back on the old videos. That's why there's a very tight window when videos can be coming out, and because videos do have an expiration date. So if I don't get this Medius video out before his time ends, then I'm just not gonna make it, because I know it's not gonna get any views and it's gonna be a waste of effort. So I'm really trying to get it out within the next week. So I've already started. I've already cleared the battle. I've already started script writing it, and hopefully I can get it done. Moving on. I'm also going to, what I wanted to do is that I wanted to bring back this series called Hero of the Week, which was basically a series where I go in and I talk about all the pity breaker heroes, because I used to do hero reviews on new heroes, but you have people like Phoenix Master One who does that, the Sacred Spear. You have a lot of people who go over the new heroes. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring something new to the table, like the pity break heroes, because I know people kind of do it now with the Resplendent alts, that people are kind of revisiting these older, forgotten, unsung heroes. But I wanted to, like, no one's talking about, like, before Saber got Resplendent, who was actually talking about Saber? Or who was talking about Saul, you know? Valentine Saul. Everyone remembers Duo Catria, but does anyone remember Valentine Saul from last year? No one remembers Saul. So those are the heroes that I want to focus on, like the ones that no one talks about. But that's a lot of work, one hero a week. So here's the little compromise I'm going to try. That I'm going to try to, every time I plus 10 a hero, I'm going to make a hero review on them, because that's a hero that I have a lot of experience with, a hero that I've invested into, sometimes invested money into, and I've had a lot of time to play at them in Arena Assault, and Summoner Duels, in Aether Raids, and I can give a more in-depth thought on how the unit actually performs at max potential versus how I think they'll perform at max potential. And that will also slow down the rate on which I can actually put out those videos. It might happen once or twice a month. Not once or twice a month, maybe like once, twice every other month, because I don't plus 10 that many heroes anymore. So that will slow down that value a lot. And I'm gonna just take it from there, and that's gonna be all my bases on heroes brought up. So I think that's everything that I really wanted to touch on. Is that everything? Because I have a list right here, and I'm just making sure that I didn't skip over everything. We talked about Dragalia. We talked about them. I'm only going to be working on games that I started. Oh, right. The 3 Hopes. I didn't know that you guys were so into that. I literally recorded that 3 Hopes reaction trailer on a whim, and that's been the best video that we've done in a long time. And I was like, whoa, you guys actually care about 3 Hopes? And the consensus that I came to is that it's not that you guys are sold on it. Some of you guys are sold on buying it, but a lot of you guys are just like me. You're just curious on how the game's going to shape up. So I'm not committing to it because, again, we have a lot to go through. But what I will do is that every time there is news on Three Hopes or a trailer, I'll at the very least react to it, and then I'll give my thoughts on it. I can at least commit to that because that'll help me decide if I actually want to buy the game or not, because like I said, I'm not 100% sold on it just yet. So we'll do that for Three Hopes, and that's all I'm going to say on that one, because I know you guys are into it. If you guys, like I said, if you guys, I'm here for you guys. If you guys are into it, I'll do as long as you guys there's interest for it. So that'll help me to make my decision around it. I already talked about Sunbreak and Monster Hunter. So a little bit more about Sunbreak and how that's going to work is that I did say that I wanted to incorporate Monster Hunter on the channel, but the way I was going to do it is that leading up to Sunbreak, I was gonna make like these little small videos just showcasing monsters, some of what they do, showcasing a few of the weapons, a few combos to just showcase the gameplay of Monster Hunter, right? But now we're not gonna have time for any of that. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna be pretty much covering all the news that's gonna be coming up till Sunbreak, because there is, I believe it's on the 10th of May. That's gonna be my first real test. And it all depends on how this video does. If this video bombs, I may or may not keep doing it, but I'm going to at least cover the news up until Sunbreak comes out, because I'm gonna be following that game anyway. Like, whether you guys want me to cover it or not, in my own personal time, I am going to watch it, because me and my buddy Two Fang Sword, we pretty much react to everything that happens the day it happens. So we always watch. Sometimes we watch it together. Sometimes we watch in our own time. Then we'll call each other at the end of the day and then talk about it. Like, we're going to follow that news, whether you guys want us to or not. So might as well make content on it, right? But if you guys don't like, if that video does as well as the Three Hopes videos did, I will keep making content on it. But that all depends on you guys, if you guys like it or not. But you guys have, when I pitched the idea to you guys on Instagram, you guys did say that you were interested to see about Monster Hunter content, so we'll do that. And if you guys aren't into it, like I said, you guys just gotta bend over and take this one, because I'm gonna start making a whole bunch of content when Sunbreak comes out. So I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna do it just yet with Sunbreak. I am trying to work out my Elgato, because I did purchase one about a year ago at this point. I just need to figure out how to get it set up and all of that. If anyone knows anything about Elgato software and how to set up on like a Macintosh, I would really appreciate it if you could let me know and reach out and help your boy out, because I'm trying to figure this stuff out, but it's a lot of trial and error. I'll get it, but that's the hold up on that, and that would help a lot on the channel, honestly. But yeah, that's how that's going, and I believe that is everything. Oh no, it's not. We have two more things to talk about, like I said. So immediately going forward, we're going to go back and finish 04. After we're done with 04, we're going to go back to Persona 5 Royal. Not Royal. Persona 5 Strikers. Why did I say Royal? But like I said, we're only doing games that we've started. So after that, we're going back to Royal. Then we're going to go to Metroid Dread. And then we're going to finish Xenoblade Definitive Edition. And I'm really hoping that Dread is as short as people say it is, because I've seen people say they finished Dread in a couple of hours. So I'm really hoping that's the case, because I think that I beat the first level in about an hour. So that could be true. That could be true. So the way this is gonna work is that I'm only gonna do these update videos after major projects. Things that are ongoing, like Dragalia, I'm not gonna make update videos on that. The Volo video and all those one-off videos, heroes, like stuff that's just ongoing that I do anyway. That's not what I'm referring to. So after we're done with 04, we're gonna do another update video. After we're done with Persona 5 Strikers, we're gonna do another update video. After we're done with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, we're gonna do another video. And after we're done with Metroid Dread, we're gonna do another video. Capiche? Capiche. And I believe I have gotten through everything I wanted to talk about. The only thing that's a maybe is that I might say it for some video, or it may be his own dedicated video, but I hinted at it in my Sparking for Dogger video that I've really been not feeling Faye lately. So I wanted to talk about that in the Sunday video, but as you guys know, spoilers, we got Dogger why am I mentioning their names? Thor. We got Thor very easily. So we got her, I only needed one to plus 10 her. So we got her within like the first 5 minutes of the Sunday video. So I just ended it and saved my orbs because Fallen Heroes are coming up, and my god, our Fallen Heroes are gonna be amazing. So yeah, I might do an independent video about my thoughts on the game. So I did one about a year ago, and that video did actually pretty well, all things considered. So I might do it again with this updated. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, so that's a maybe. Don't hold it to me, but I'm not gonna take any more of you guys' time. That is officially everything I wanted to get through, but I wanted to just sit down and talk to you guys and let you guys know how things are gonna go going forward. So as always, thank you guys so much for always listening. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for everything you've done for me and everything you guys continue to do for me, because you guys do not know how much this means to me. And one thing that my parents were talking to me about is that I actually went to the doctor today, and they kind of pitched to me, like, because I mean, it is very important as you get older that you really get to know your doctor. Like, even my doctor's a little confused why I was there. Like, he said, "Do you feel sick? No. Are you having symptoms of COVID? No. Do you have shortness of breath? No. Do you have a fever? No. Are you vomiting? No." He like just looked at me sideways, like, so why are you here? I was like, I can't just come to just see if I'm okay. Do I need to be sick to come to the doctor? Because that is kind of a dying thing. Like, that's what my parents just ingrained to me. My parents always ingrained just like, it's always been like, if something is wrong with you, like if you get cancer or any type of, now I'm just getting off the rails, but this is important. If the reason why my cancer is so aggressive and why it gets so many people is because people wait until it's too late. That's what happened to my grandma. It's happened with my grandpa. My grandpa was able to catch it a little early, but then it came back and it was so aggressive that it just took his life. With my grandma, it was just that she just didn't go to the doctor at all. And when she finally did, when she was having chest pains and whatnot, the cancer was so big that they couldn't do anything for her. They were like, we can keep it at bay for a little bit. We can prolong your life by about 10 years or so, but it's gonna take you eventually. So that's why my parents are always like, you need to go to the doctor, because if you can catch it while it's small and while it's showing in its beginning phases, it's not going to be that big a deal. So, but the real reason that they wanted me to go is that they were concerned for me, but they didn't know how to say it. And it's because that, I'm not going to get into a lot of my personal life with you guys, but pretty much they know my life has been very stressful in the past few years, and I think that's just everyone, right? That the 2020 and the pandemic has screwed everyone over in more ways than one. And that's no different for me. So my parents were just very concerned on my mental health, and they really just wanted me to go to the doctor to make sure that everything's okay. So that when I read them my blood pressure and all of that, when it was like exceptionally normal, they're like, "Oh wow, that's great. That's great, Sales. That is great." And that's when they really opened up to me about how concerned they were for me. But I say all this to say is that I'm in a much better role. Like I said, I am trying to get a new job, which is why I'm being so time management with all this stuff. But it is because of you guys. It's because of YouTube. It's because of how friendly you guys are to me, all the conversations we have. That's what keeps my spirits up, and I'm able to motivate you guys as well. Because you guys say that watching my stories are the highlight of your day. You guys enjoy my personality. You guys love my energy. So we help each other up. We're all in this together, right? So you guys help me, I help you. So when I say thank you, I cannot stress it enough that thank you so much for helping me through all of this. And we're gonna get through this together, guys, okay? You just gotta stick through it and keep living. You gotta keep on keeping on. As my uncle would always say, keep the sunny side up, you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching till the end, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, deuces.